Sitaram. We at Gyan Deepak would like to extend a hearty welcome to each and every one of you joining with us via our various social media platforms, IETV, and of course, our in-person devotees. Tonight, we make special sacrifice as we celebrate Diwali 2022 at Gyan Deepak. Our evening takes the form of puja, discourse, and a display of the various talents of our young members. At this point, puja has been completed most meticulously by the Paramacharya Pandit Haridir Prasad, and systems are in place to proceed with our devotions. I would now like to pass you over to Pandit Dr. Umesh Prasad, who will lead us in tonight's discourse. Thank you.
बोले श्री लक्ष्मी माता की जय। I welcome you devotees to our Diwali celebrations for 2022. We begin with opening prayer. I ask you to join together. Clasp your hands, close your eyes. We concentrate on that Supreme. Hari Om Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Agajanan Padamakam Gajananam Maharnisham Anekadantam Bhatanam Ekadantam Upasmahe Saraswati Mahabhage Vidye Kamala Lochane Vidyarupe Vishalakshi Vidyam Dehi Namostute Mrityunjayaya Rudraya Nilakantaya Shambhave Amriteshaya Sarvaya Mahadevaya Te Namaha Om Namah Shivaya. Let us join together, devotees. We concentrate on Lakshmi Ma through Mahalakshmi Ashtakam. Om Namastestu Mahamaya Sri Pidhe Surapujite Shankha Chakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute Namaste Garurarudhe Kolasur Bhayankari Sarva Papa Hare Deve Mahalakshmi Namostute Sarvagye Sarvavarade Sarvadur दुष्टभयङ्करी सर्वदुःखहरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तुते। सिद्धिबुद्धिप्रदे देवी भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदायिनी मन्त्रमूर्ते सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तुते। आद्यन्तरहिते देवी आद्यशक्ति महेश्वरी योगजे योगसम्भूते महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तुते। स्थूलसूक्ष्ममहारौद्रे महाशक्ति महोदरे महापाप हरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तुते। पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी परमेशी जगन्माता महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तुते। श्वेताम्बरधरे देवी नानालङ्कारभूषिते जगत्स्थिते जगन्माता महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तुते। महालक्ष्मी अष्टकस्तोत्रम् यः पठेत् भक्तिमान् नरः सर्वसिद्धिमवाप्नोति राज्यं प्राप्नोति सर्वदा। एकाले पठे नित्यं महापापविनाशनं द्विकालं यः पठे नित्यं धनधान्यसमन्वितः त्रिकालं यः पठे नित्यं महाशत्रुविनाशनं महालक्ष्मी भवे नित्यं प्रसन्ना वरदा शुभा इति। ॐ मित्रेन्द्रकृतश्री महालक्ष्मी अष्टकस्तवः सम्पूर्णः। बोले श्री महालक्ष्मी माता की जय। For a few moments we join in Kirtan Bhajan, glorifying that Supreme Devi. Janani Janani Sarveshwari Janani Jagatkarini Paripurani Jagadishwari Janani 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 Sarveshwari Janani 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 Sarveshwari Janani
Janani Janani Sarveshwari Janani
Jagatkarini Paripurani Jagadishwari Janani
Jagatkarini Paripurani Jagadishwari Janani
Satyaswarupini Janani संवर्धिनी जननी
धर्म समर्धिनी जननी
शांत स्वरूपिणी जननी
शांत स्वरूपिणी जननी
शांत स्वरूपिणी जननी
शांत स्वरूपिणी जननी
प्रेम प्रदायिनी जननी माँ प्रेम प्रदायिनी जननी 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 सर्वेश्वरी जननी
जननी जननी सर्वेश्वरी जननी
जगत्कारिणी परिपूरणी जगदीश्वरी जननी
जगत्कारिणी परिपूरणी जगदीश्वरी जननी
सत्य स्वरूपिणी जननी
सत्य स्वरूपिणी जननी
धर्म संवर्धिनी जननी
धर्म संवर्धिनी जननी
शांत स्वरूपिणी जननी
शांत स्वरूपिणी जननी
शांत स्वरूपिणी जननी
शांत स्वरूपिणी जननी
प्रेम प्रदायिनी जननी माँ प्रेम प्रदायिनी जननी 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 सर्वेश्वरी जननी 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 सर्वेश्वरी जननी जगत्कारिणी परिपूरणी जगदीश्वरी जननी जगत्कारिणी परिपूरणी जगदीश्वरी जननी जगदीश्वरी जननी जगदीश्वरी जननी सर्वेश्वरी जननी सर्वेश्वरी जननी। बोले श्री आदिशक्ति दुर्गा माता की जय। This is a special composition in celebration of Diwali. Diwali means literally a row of lights. It is a time that we celebrate all that is good in the world. दीप दीप घर जगमग आज, हर घर घर द्वार द्वार फूल सजत, अंगलिया रंगोली। दीप दीप घर जगमग आज, हर घर घर दीप दीप घर जगमग आज, हर घर घर द्वार द्वार फूल सजत, द्वार द्वार फूल सजत, अंगलिया रंगोली, अंगलिया रंगोली, अंगलिया रंगोली। दीप दीप घर जगमग आज, हर घर घर दीप दीप घर जगमग आज, हर घर घर। अंबर में चंद्र ज्योत, अंबर में चंद्र ज्योत, अंबर में चंद्र ज्योत, जो अंबर में चंद्र ज्योत, अंबर में चंद्र ज्योत, झलकत ना छत्र दीप, झलकत ना छत्र दीप, मद मद आनंद दीप, मद मद आनंद दीप। आज है दिवाली, आज है दिवाली, आज है दिवाली। दीप दीप घर जगमग आज, हर घर घर दीप दीप घर जगमग आज, हर घर घर द्वार द्वार फूल सजत, द्वार द्वार फूल सजत, अंगलिया रंगोली, अंगलिया रंगोली, अंगलिया रंगोली। दीप दीप घर जगमग आज, हर घर घर दीप दीप घर जगमग आज, घर 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 हर घर। बोले श्री लक्ष्मी माता की जय। On the occasion of Diwali this year, devotees, let me present to you a very simple message. First of all, I would like to wish all of you, those of you listening wherever you may be, watching, listening on television, on Facebook, or wherever, I want to wish you a Shubh Diwali. So let me hear you say it, Shubh Diwali. Good. What does Shubh Diwali mean? So people, you say Happy Diwali, but we traditionally say Shubh Diwali. Otherwise, if it was Happy Diwali, we would be saying, well, Sukh Diwali. It is Shubh Diwali. What does Shubh mean? Shubh means auspicious. So we don't really wish people a Happy Diwali, because then you may have a sad day after Diwali. So we want you to have a Shubh Diwali, which is auspicious. Now around this time of year, we worship that Devi, that is the energy of resources, Lakshmi. And we say she is the goddess of wealth. And clearly, having wealth, some level of wealth, having some means is important in life. It is important. So what is wealth? Wealth is what you have in relation to what you need. That is wealth. So you can have $100,000, $1 million, $10 million, $1 billion. That is not how wealth is measured. That is what you have. But wealth is what you have in relation to what you need. With me? So that is the definition of wealth. Now, in a material sense, we know we need money to buy things, to live, to satisfy our basic needs. What are they? We all need food and water, food and drink. We need shelter, and this means to shelter the body. You have some clothes, and you have somewhere to stay, to keep you safe from the elements. So, that is what you need, basically. Everything more than that is what you more or less desire in terms of the extent of collecting things. So you would want to have money for entertainment, you want to have money, for leisure, for experiences, etc. Okay? But that is beyond what your basic needs are. Now, we've heard that, some people say that your real wealth is your education, which is true. It is a resource that you have with you, and unlike wealth or money that you spend, if you have $100 and you buy something, you spend it, it goes down. But with education, knowledge, the more you use it, what does it do? It goes up. Not so? The more you practice your maths homework, your problems, the more you think about things and contemplate, the more you learn from experience, then this wealth goes up. Okay, fair enough. Some also say that your wealth is your health. So if you are sickly of body or mind, then you're not really wealthy, meaning that you don't have the capacity to do anything much. You are bogged down. So it is good to take care of yourself. And we know this, right? I would like to argue or put forth that true wealth, to me, is what we call peace of mind. True wealth is peace of mind. Why? Because you could be very educated but still don't have peace of mind. You can be very healthy or you could be unwell, but that doesn't mean that you have peace of mind. Okay? So I argue that true wealth is peace of mind. So, as usual, let me illustrate with a little story. When we think of wealth, let us analyze really what it means to us. And again, remember, you're not here to be followers as such. I don't want you to be followers. I want you to be learners. And what's the difference? If I want you to follow me, I want you to do everything I say, follow what I do. I don't want that. If you are a learner, I want you to listen to what I'm saying, and if it makes sense to you, then you take it. You learn from it, and you make your own decisions. Okay? Especially young people, this is important. So listen carefully and see what you can take from this very short little story. Once, there was a wealthy man who lived in the city, and he had a young son. They were well off. They had a nice place to live, more money than they knew what to do. And this man, having worked all his life to achieve all his wealth, he wanted to teach his little son a lesson about wealth. So what he did, he arranged to carry this boy for a little trip to the countryside where they knew a family. They stayed a day and a night there with that family, and this family in the countryside, of course, made their living off the land. They would grow their own food, they had a small place, they lived a different life. Some would say a rural life, but we'll see if that is an advantage or disadvantage. They spent that time there and then they went back home. When they got there, the father asked the son, and this is good, parents should try to find out what their children are feeling. And not in a case to discount what they feel or to tell them what to do, but to gauge what they are feeling to help them move forward and develop themselves. It is a cornerstone of good parenting. So he asked the son, son, you tell me about the experience. What have you learned? The son said, Father, it was amazing. And the father tried to put the point to the son, do you see how hard it is for some people just to stay alive? The father wanted the son to appreciate what he had. So the boy agreed. He said, yes, father. And the father pushed him a little more. What did you learn from the experience? The boy thought very carefully, so he was a thinking child, which unfortunately many parents can't seem to deal with. They don't want thinking children, they want obedient children. And unfortunately, obedience, and remember obedience doesn't mean disrespectful disobedience. Listen carefully. Sometimes obedience doesn't correlate with novel thinkers. People who think differently, by definition, go against the norms, the rules. So keep that in mind. Don't stifle the creativity. The child explained, Father, I noticed that we have a dog at home who is well groomed and pampered. You know now dogs wearing shoes and sweaters and all of these things, right? Taken care of much better than some people. I noticed we have a dog that is well pampered, but they have 4 dogs and these 4 dogs run free everywhere in the yard. I noticed that we have an artificial pool in our garden with a lot of chlorine in it, you know? But they have a stream that flows right through their land, natural stream, water. We have electric lights on our deck, but what they have in the dark of night, they have the stars in the sky and the bright moon. We have a small front garden with a fence. They have an endless horizon to look at. We have smartphones and a TV in every room. They have conversations around the family table. We have stress. They have time. The father was speechless, but the son continued. Thank you, Father, for showing me that wealth is not always what you think it is, and there are definitely riches that money cannot buy. We all know, devotees, this world, this life here is like a train. We board the train and all of us meeting up together like sitting in a little compartment. We chat for a while, what, but then you have to come off at some point and go your way. So what really is wealth in life? We know we can't carry these things with us. What is wealth? It is the time you spend, your purpose, your relationships, and appreciating these things that you feel are boring and ordinary. You're always seeking the extraordinary when the miracles are right here in front of us. That is the lesson. So let me summarize now with one shloka. This is a wonderful shloka from Vidurniti, and it's advice. We have to look at what is written in scriptures and these books and reinterpret them or analyze them for modern times. Society has changed, people have changed. You want to know how to apply this to your life now. Not in the past, but now. So, last piece of advice. This is my Diwali gift to you. The shloka says, Arogyam arinyam avipravasaha sadbhirmanushayha saha samprayogaha swapratyaya vritir abhita vasaha sadjiva lokasya sukhani rajan. I will translate word for you so you will know. Arogya means health. Aranya means not being in debt. Avipravasa means being together with your close family, your kin. Sadbhirmanushayha saha samprayogaha. It means associating with, manushayha, good people. Okay? People who practice the truth. Good company. Swapratyaya, one's own belief, vritir, in livelihood. So this means that you have some certainty or belief that your livelihood is safe. In other words, you have job security, or you have something to do, or a guaranteed income. Abhita, vasaha. Abhita means fearless, vasaha means subject to, so subjected to. So it means that in essence, you are fearless. Jiva lokasya, this world, sukhani, happiness, rajan, O king. So putting it together, it is saying, your health, not being in debt, being together with family, companionship with good people, certainty, income security, and living without fear. These 6 are happiness in the world, O king. So you want to know what happiness is, this is the outline. 6 of them. Why 6? Because clearly, you don't need just one to feel settled or happy. Okay? You need all of these. Let me explain. Number 1, your health. If you don't take care of your health, your body and mind, then you're unhappy. You don't have this wealth. Okay? Everything becomes a problem. So, as I mentioned, first of all, we must all take care of your health. How many of you eat every day? How many of you exercise every day? I put my hand up halfway. Sometimes. How many of you do yoga? How many of you do, what's the new thing these days? Zumba, Pilates, Karate, Jiu-Jitsu, something. Tai Chi? How many of you walk around West Savannah? Okay, I don't see anybody there, so I know you don't go. But taking care of body and mind is important. Number 2, not being in debt. Some people feel having wealth, money is the best thing. But actually, not being in debt to anybody is the best thing. Because debt is like death, which is like a noose around your neck. You don't sleep comfortably when you owe. So strive to be debt-free. Being together with family. This is, these little moments, spending with my family, sitting around the table, talking as the little boy experienced. That devotee is the pleasure, the true happiness in life. Some people, the house itch them. They're glad to bust it. So their happiness is maybe in the bar sitting down where you see all them sitting down every evening, I don't know, maybe they're happy with that. But close family, once, everybody behaving themselves. You have no wayward ones. Companionship with good people. So the associations you have, that also brings joy to the heart. Hopefully when you come to the temple and you associate with good people, teachers, those who are learned, you get something. They pull you forward. They don't pull you down. The fifth one, income security. Now, this is a hard one because look at the times we're living in. Income security is very hard, but we must try. We keep trying various ways. But as I said at the start, you could do two things to become wealthy. You drop your expenses or you raise your income, or ideally do both. Right, Raj? Okay, so it is something that must be strived for. And finally, living without fear. If you live in a place and you are fearful, you can't step outside, you're afraid to get shot, then you are not happy. And our scriptures say you don't have to stay and take any of that. You move to where you can survive. These 6 are happiness in the world. Now, I will end by saying, we understand these 6, okay? Contemplate these, ask yourself if you have them. But the question is, suppose you're sickly. Suppose you're old and you have some kind of disease and you really can't get better. Does that mean you are doomed to be unhappy? What is the answer? I won't give you the answer, but I alluded to it at the start. The key is in peace of mind, and it requires a deeper understanding of who you are and what you are. And I know from your sleepy faces that nobody really cares about when we talk about the self, seeing yourself in others. That is boring thing. But unfortunately, the boring thing is the secret. So if you want to know, if you're sickly, you're in debt, this, that, and the other, if you still want to be happy, talk to me afterward. I'll let you contemplate that. But for now, the life lesson is here for everybody. Again, to summarize, for happiness in life, you need these 6. Your health, 1. 2, not being in debt. 3, being together with family, close family. 4, companionship with good people. 5, income security, certainty with your livelihood. And 6, living without fear, with your personal safety being paramount, the most important. At this point here, devotees, I leave you with this message and I would conclude the discourse part. Now I would pass over to our chairperson that will take us through our short program. Bole Sri Lakshmi Mata Ki Jai.
Thank you, Pandit Dr. Umesh Prasad, for yet another enlightening discourse. As we move promptly along to tonight's cultural proceedings, I am bestowed with the pleasure of introducing our Master of Ceremonies. She is an economist by profession and has most competently adopted many roles in the management committee of Gyan Deepak over the past few years. She currently performs at the capacity of PRO. Please join me in welcoming the talented, ever-willing, the beautiful Mrs. Praveen Rajkumar Hussain.
Thank you, Sarika. Revered Padmacharya Ji, spiritual leader of Gyan Deepak, Pandit Dr. Umesh Prasad, specially invited guests, Sitaram and Swagatam, to this, our annual Diwali program. I must, of course, extend a hearty welcome to those who have joined us on our social media platforms. Diwali is a joyous time, not only for Hindus, but for the entire nation of Trinidad and Tobago. With the myriads of lights that dot the island, it brings a synergy of togetherness, unity, peace, and love. with all the merriment and festivities surrounding this occasion, the true meaning of Diwali has been lost. Our short cultural segment hopes to light the lamp of wisdom and bring to us a deeper meaning of the Festival of Lights. Our first item for this evening will be a story done by Miss Sarojini Bihari. Sarojini is an avid member of Gyandipak who continues to perform extremely well at SWAHA's Swadeshi Festival. So let's welcome on stage Miss Sarojini.
Sitaram. The central figure in the celebration of the festival of Diwali is Lakshmi Mata, who, according to the Devi Bhagwat, emerged from the ocean of milk during its churning thousands of years ago. The story describes the battle between the Danavas and Devatas, which was raging for years and seemed to have no end. Not having any other alternative, both teams agreed to join in appealing to Lord Vishnu for his timely intervention. Lord Vishnu guided them towards a solution. He advised them to place Mount Mandrachal into the ocean of milk and churn it with the snake Vasuki wrapped around it. The Lord himself agreed to assume the form of the tortoise Kurma and position himself at the base of the mountain as a firm anchor. As advised, the instructions were followed and the ocean was churned. The Danavas held on to the head of the snake, while the Devatas positioned themselves at the tail. The churning process began, and after some time, 14 objects emanated from the ocean, among them the bestower of light, Lakshmi Mata. A wonderful story indeed, but the real question that we should ask ourselves is, what is the true essence and deeper meaning behind this story? More than a mere allegory, this episode is ripe with symbolism and viewed from a metaphysical perspective, where it provides a deeper understanding of Hinduism. Let us look at each aspect of the story and see what it means. Firstly, the Devatas and Danavas signify the positive and negative qualities innate in every individual, which are the causes of battles at all levels of daily life. Mount Mandrachal represents the mountain of mental advancement, which leads to the state of full understanding of perfection. The snake, Vasuki, is symbolic of the individual ego, while the ocean of milk signifies the unconscious in man. Lord Vishnu, in the form of Kurma, represents the qualities of firmness, courage, and impermeability. With the mountain of mental advancement resting on it, no room is there for compromising one's principles, surrendering, or shaking beliefs. When the ocean of the unconscious is churned, indicative of the churning of the deepest processes of the inner self, with the mountain of mental advancement, one receives the gems of peace of mind, of status, of material and spiritual progress, prosperity, and happiness, all of which are representative of Gyan Shakti, Mother Lakshmi. The role of Lord Vishnu as the sustainer of the universe is clearly emphasized in this event, as he maintains balance in the universe, facilitating and promoting all the conditions necessary for stability. As we all journey through life's processes, many are the battles that we must face. However, as long as we attach ourselves to the rock-like beliefs and practices of Sanatan Dharma and garner support from the upward climb on the mountain of mental advancement, then spiritual equilibrium, balance, and harmony are created. Finally, as the story relates, Lakshmi Mata emerged from the ocean during its churning. Since then, Lakshmi Mata is worshipped on Diwali day and 6 diyas are lit. What is the significance of these 6 diyas? These represent the 6 forms of wealth, which are serenity, tranquility of mind, faith, endurance, control of the senses, and renunciation of selfish actions. Mother Lakshmi आप सब लोगों को आशीर्वाद की देती है. May Mother Lakshmi bless you all and Shubh Diwali to everyone. Dhanyavad और Sitaram.
Thank you, Sarojini. Fantastic job as always. Before we move on to our next item, we would like to test your knowledge on Diwali. Those who can answer correctly will win a prize. These are the rules. I will ask a question. Each question has an age restriction. If you know the correct answer and are within the age limit, please raise your hand. And if you are chosen to answer, then you do so. If you answer correctly, the prize is yours. Ready? Our first question can be answered by a child 13 years and under. What is the meaning of the word Diwali? Come on, don't be shy. No one knows the meaning of the word Diwali? I believe Pandit Umesh spoke of it while he was in his discourse this afternoon. Anyone older than 13? No one wants to answer. Well, I'll leave the age limits as open, so anyone can answer. Can you all raise your hands if you all would like to answer? We have prizes for everyone who answers correctly. Don't be shy. Vindy, would you like to answer? No? Great job, Auntie Sandy. Thank you, our brave volunteer. Sarika will give her the prize. Our next item is a poem titled, What Diwali Means to Me. The poem will be recited by Ms. Surya Rajkumar, who created the poem herself. Let us welcome Surya with her Diwali message.
Sitaram. My name is Surya Rajkumar. Join me this evening as I recite a poem entitled, What Diwali Means to Me. What Diwali means to me? It used to mean Diwali queens, diyas, fun snaps, and all that stuff. But as I grew, I realized that can't be enough. Lakshmi Ma enlightened me. Ganesh Baba helped me see. Not just the things that used to be, but more than that, Diwali means the darkness of ignorance within me. I try to clearly see exactly what is before me. A lesson learned, karma burnt. The less I say, the more I learn. To be wise, this journey of life, Diwali, the festival of lights, the light of knowledge fights. Diwali means a prayer, behold, for the world to exist in light, for light is gold. Saucham, Satyam, Daya, Dan, these are what we practice as much as we can. The pillars of Dharma helps us to unite, to emerge from the darkness into the light. Shubh Diwali to you all. What Diwali means to me is not for one, but for us all. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Surya. Indeed, a powerful message for each of us to get rid of the darkness within and light our inner lamp. We now move on to our next performance. To take the stage will be Miss Vaishnavi Prasad and Miss Vindeshwari Prasad. They will be performing their rendition of a popular Diwali bhajan, Hey Anadanaki Maharani. Please welcome these young ladies with a hearty round of applause as they take their place on stage.
पूजे हो जाए लक्ष्मी
great performance. With a talent like this, the future of Gyandipak is in good hands. Before we conclude our cultural segment, we are giving each of you an opportunity to win a prize once again. Similar to before, I will ask a question. If you answer correctly, the prize is yours. These questions are for all ages. Our first question is, name 3 emblems on a murti of Lakshmi Mata. Okay, I'll give you all an easier question. What was the last one? I didn't get it. So that is the correct answer. Great job. It was a lotus flower, coins, fruits, a golden pot overflowing with coins. Oh, y'all could go ahead and give a round of applause. Sarika will give her the prize. Thank you. The other question is, what is the name of the occasion that is observed on the day after Diwali? Yes, Surya? That is correct. Great job. It was Govardhan Puja. The other question is, how many objects came out of the ocean while churning? Sarojini said it in her story, so I hope you all were listening carefully. Yes, that is the correct answer. Thank you, Auntie. It was 14 objects. We have one more question, but it's very hard. So we'll see who is listening to Sarojini's story. What qualities do the 6 diyas that we light in Lakshmi Puja symbolize? Yes, put it to me. Anyone? Okay. No one knows. Would you like to tell them, Panatumesh? I will tell you. It is tranquility of mind, serenity, faith, endurance, control of senses, and renunciation of selfish actions. Thank you all once again to our brave volunteers. As we come to the end of tonight's cultural program, we would like to thank you for being a wonderful audience. On this, the auspicious occasion of Diwali 2022, we would like to wish each and everyone Shubh Diwali. I would now hand you over to Mrs. Sarika Ramlochan Singh Prapadiyal, chairperson of Gyandipak, who will do a vote of thanks. Dhanyavad.
Sitaram, we have one final item by none other than Pandit Dr. Umesh Prasad. Pandit Umesh?
Sarika, this final item is a dance to be done by the Paramachar and I on the stage. We didn't have a dancer, so around Diwali time we celebrate our culture, and culture is really who we are. Our literature, our music, the way we dance, the way we celebrate. And in the past Diwali time, you would hear lots of different songs playing, in addition to the bhajans, on television. What were the programs again? Around Diwali time, you all remember when we had one TV station, right? The children can't believe that. When we had TTT, and you would watch Indian variety, you had a regular Indian variety, and then you had the special Indian variety for Diwali day, which was the same Indian variety. But, these songs, well, me personally, I've heard them growing up. I love them. I like music, but I like all forms of music once the lyrics are not, too rubbish. So we have film songs, we have ghazals, we have folk music. So I thought it fitting, as I did a couple of years back, that we do a little medley of some of these songs, and you have the opportunity to join together with me. Before that, getting into it, let me say first of all that it is said that Lakshmi Devi is really the wife, the mother in the home, because the prime responsibility of the wife or the mother is to spend all the money. So I would like to dedicate these to my wife, Arti, and I can't really dedicate it to anybody else because the lyrics kind of serious, if you know what they mean. They're love songs in general. But we are all in love with something until you realize that really you're in love with life itself, both good and bad, accepting all. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Sanatan Dharma is not about something separate from what you are, how you are, what you do. It is a celebration of life as it exists now, what it is. So we don't make the mistake of putting things off, something in the future that you have to get. Everything is right here, right now. And in this Gyan Deepak family, we've had people in, we've had people out. We don't know who'll make it till the end of the year. But it doesn't matter, because what matters right now is this moment, this enjoyment, this little time that we have to spend together. So, join together with me if you could. We'll sing a few of these songs just for a short while, and then we'll proceed with our vote of thanks. And please, no percussion. Normally these we sing without majira, without any sort of percussion, just tabla, keyboard, guitar. तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया जिंदगी धूप तुम घना साया तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया जिंदगी धूप तुम घना आज फिर दिल ने एक तमन्ना की, आज फिर दिल ने एक तमन्ना की, आज फिर दिल को हमने समझाया, जिंदगी धूप तुम घना साया, तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया, किया है प्यार जिसे हमने जिंदगी की तरह, किया है प्यार जिसे हमने जिंदगी की तरह, वो आशना भी मिला हमसे अजनबी की तरह, किया है प्यार जिसे हमने जिंदगी की तरह, हमने जिंदगी की तरह, हमने जिंदगी की तरह। You must know this one. Let's go. कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए, कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए, तू अब से पहले सितारों में बस रही थी कहीं, तुझे ज़मीं पे बुलाया गया है मेरे लिए, कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, चंदन सवदन चंचल चितवन, चंदन सवदन चंचल चितवन, धीरे से तेरा ये मुस्काना, चंदन सवदन चंचल चितवन, धीरे से तेरा ये मुस्काना, मुझे दोष न देना जग वालों, मुझे दोष न देना जग वालों, हो जाऊं अगर मैं दीवाना, चंदन सदन चंचल चितवन, जब दीप जले आना, जब शाम ढले आना, जब दीप जले आना, जब शाम ढले आना, संकेत मिलन का भूल न जाना, मेरा प्यार ना बिसराना, जब दीप जले आना, जब शाम ढले आना। ना उम्र की सीमा हो, ना जन्म का हो बंधन, जब प्यार करे कोई तो देखे केवल मन, नई रीत चला कर तुम, ये रीत अमर कर दो, नई रीत चला कर तुम, ये रीत अमर कर दो, हो तो से छू लो तुम, मेरा गीत अमर कर दो, बन जाओ मीत मेरे प्रीत अमर कर दो, हो तो से छू लो तुम, मेरा गीत अमर कर दो. We get a little faster. तुझको दरिया दिली की कसम सा किया, तुझको दरिया दिली की कसम सा किया, मुस्तकिल दौर पर दौर चलता रहे, रौनकी में कदा यूं ही बधती रहे, एक गिरता रहे एक संभलता रहे, रौनकी तेरे चेहरे पे जुल्फ बिखरी हुई, नींद की गोद में सुबह निखरी हुई, तेरे चेहरे पे जुल्फ बिखरी हुई, नींद की गोद में सुबह निखरी हुई, और इस पर सितम ये अदाएं तेरी, और इस पर सितम ये अदाएं तेरी, दिल है आखिर कहाँ तक संभलता रहे, रौनकी में कदा यूं ही बधती रहे, एक गिरता रहे एक संभलता रहे, रौनकी में कदा. And finally, I need your help here a little bit just to get a little clap going. Not too fast, but not too slow. Tambourine. उधाई दिन न जवानी नर चल दी, उधाई दिन न जवानी नर चल दी, कुर्ती मल माल दी, धाई दिन न जवानी नर चल दी, उधाई दिन न जवानी नर चल दी, कुर्ती मल माल दी. अथरी तेरी जवानी कुरिए तेरे बसना रने, रन रन अथरी तेरी जवानी कुरिए तेरे बसना रने, सादे दिल मुँह ना बुलावे तेरे हाथानी मेहंदी, ने तू सुन फेबी लात वांगो करे रे, कुर्ती मल माल दी. Devotees, do you know what this means? Everybody in Trinidad, you know the song, you know what it means? A man is basically harassing a girl. He is saying, your clothes can't keep up with you. In other words, you're too hot for the clothes that you're wearing. I wouldn't translate the rest. Everybody clapping and singing. They don't know what it is you're singing. Hey, tere kolo turna sike, tere kolo turna sike, panj dariya de pani, pani pani tere kolo turna sike, panj dariya de pani. जा तू कोई हीर सले थी, जा कोई फूल ना रानी, नित कुरिया रे हाय, नित कुरिया हाय हाय, नित कुरिया दे बिच नयो जलरी कुरते मलमाल दी. Archie told me if I went hi hi, she would get up and leave the temple. Go ahead. Door right there. Na 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 na. Da 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 da. Palti kurati de vichoo di, palti kurati de vichoo di, roop jhatiya mare, mare 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 mare. Palti kurati de vichoo di, roop jhatiya mare. अंग अंग तेरा तपदा रहंदा, लूलू करे इशारे. अंग अंग तेरा तपदा रहंदा, लूलू करे इशारे. ओ झूठी खलदी हाय हाय, झूठी खलदी, झूठी खलदी मरोरा नहीं चलदी कुरती मलमाल दी. Now we have to go just a little bit faster. ओधाई दिन न जवानी नर चल दी, ओधाई दिन न जवानी नर चल दी कुरती मलमाल दी. ओधाई दिन न जवानी नर चल दी, ओधाई दिन न जवानी कुरती मलमाल दी. ओधाई दिन न जवानी नर चल दी, ओधाई दिन न जवानी नर चल दी कुरती मलमाल दी. And now we go on to our vote of thanks.
Thank you, Pandit Umesh, for your special performance. You dance well. I mean, sing well. You always touch our hearts with your melodious renditions. I used to think Anup Jalota and Jagjit Singh were great until I heard you sing. You truly are remarkable, and we are fortunate to have you within Gandipak. Thank you to our gurus, the Paramacharya, Pandit Haridev Prasad, and Pandit Dr. Umesh Prasad, for gracing us with your divine enlightenment. May our internal flames shine brightly under your guidance so that Diwali is celebrated within us daily. Thank you, Praveen, for so elegantly taking us through tonight's cultural program in celebration of Diwali 2022. Sarojini, Surya, Vaishnavi, and Vindeshwari, you were all splendid. I can surely speak for all of us when I say we are proud to have you as a part and fruit of Gandipak. Keep nurturing your talents so that it may continue to bloom ever so radiantly. Many thanks is given to everyone, including the committee members, who helped in whatever way to make our celebration a successful one. To those dedicated devotees who extended assistance via contributions, we continue to appreciate your input. Gratitude is amplified to you, our devotees, on IETV, online streaming, and those present today who have chosen to spend this time with us. Your presence is well received. As a final note, in light of tonight's service and Diwali, there will be no Sunday morning service tomorrow, the 16th October, and the 23rd of October. That is the day before Diwali. Devotions will resume on the 25th of October at 5 p.m. as we commemorate Govardhan Puja. All are invited and devotees are welcome to make offerings on this day. Refreshments have been prepared for everyone and can be collected along with prasad to the front. There's also a special treat bag for the kids. Do have a safe journey back home, and we wish you an auspicious, safe, and enjoyable Diwali 2020. Sitaram.
Devotees, as we proceed to conclude, I would like you to please all stand. We perform Purnahuti, and to conclude, we go to Arti and Visarjanam. We concentrate on Bhagavan Shankar. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayubhavaya Cha Namah Sankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Shivaya Cha Shivtaraya Cha Om Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamidah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Achman. Om Sarva Papaharan Divyam Gangeyang Nirmalam Jalam Achmanang Chamaya Dattam Gahitam Purushottama Brahmagni Noha Achmanam Samarpayami.
We join in Lakshmi Devi Aarti. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata Maya Jai Lakshmi Mata Tumko nish din dhyavat Tumko nish din dhyavat Hari Vishnu Dhata.
Om Jai Lakshmi Mata
उमा रमा ब्रह्मानी तुम हो जग माता
मैया तुम हो जग माता
सूर्य चंद्रमा ध्यावत
सूर्य चंद्रमा ध्यावत
नारद ऋषि गाता
ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता
दुर्गा रूप निरंजनी सुख संपत्ति दाता
मैया सुख संपत्ति दाता
जो कोई तुमको ध्यावत
जो कोई तुमको ध्यावत
रिद्धि सिद्धि धन पाता
ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता
तुम पाताल निवासिनी तुम हो शुभदाता
मैया तुम हो शुभदाता
कर्म प्रभाव प्रकाशिनी
कर्म प्रभाव प्रकाशिनी
भवनिधि की त्राता
ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता
जिस घर में तुम रहते सब सद्गुण आता
मैया सब सद्गुण आता
सब संभव हो जाता
सब संभव हो जाता
मन नहीं घबराता
ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता
यज्ञ न होते, वस्त्र न हो राता,
मैया वस्त्र न हो राता,
खान पान का वैभव,
खान पान का वैभव,
सब तुमसे आता।
ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता।
शुभ गुण मंदिर सुंदर, क्षीरो दधि जाता,
मैया क्षीरो दधि जाता,
रत्न चतुर्दश तुम बिन,
रत्न चतुर्दश तुम बिन,
कोई नहीं पाता।
ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता।
महालक्ष्मी जी की आरती जो कोई नर गाता,
मैया जो कोई नर गाता,
उर आनंद समाता,
उर आनंद समाता,
पाप उतर जाता।
ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता।
ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता, मैया जय लक्ष्मी माता, तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत, तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत, हरि विष्णु धाता। ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता, ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता, ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता। जय जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगमाता,
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 काली जगमाता, काली जगमाता,
काली जगमाता, काली जगमाता,
काली जगमाता, काली जगमाता,
काली जगमाता, काली जगमाता।
जय जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगमाता,
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 काली जगमाता, काली जगमाता,
काली जगमाता, काली जगमाता,
काली जगमाता, काली जगमाता,
काली जगमाता, काली जगमाता।
जय जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगमाता,
जय जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगमाता,
जय जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगमाता,
जय जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगमाता।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, पाहि मां।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, पाहि मां।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, रक्ष मां।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, रक्ष मां।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, पाहि मां। Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Raksha Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Raksha Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Raksha Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Raksha Mam. We join together in closing prayer. शिव हरे शिव राम सखे प्रभु त्रिविधताप निवारण हे विभु आज जनेश्वर यादव पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जयमङ्गलं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जयमङ्गलम् ॐ मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलायतनो हरे मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज ॐ मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं यत् पूजितं मया देवा परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे ॐ असतो मा सत्कमय ॐ तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय ॐ मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि हर हर महादेव हर हर महादेव हर हर महादेव बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय बोले श्री लक्ष्मी माता की जय बोले श्री उमापति महादेव की जय बोले श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय बोले श्री स्वाहा माता की जय।
This evening we say blessings to Arjun, young man, sat and performed puja, Ani, and Father here Das. Blessings to you, and it's wonderful to encourage your son in this kind of way. So, and I want to say many thanks to you for your contributions also in the past and also today for whatever celebrations we have had. And may that divine continue to bless you and take you forward. And you would have realized that good actions bring good fruits. Correct? Not everything in life could be bad. Right? Good must come. Keep on doing good. So blessings to you. And devotees, all of you, blessings, and we look forward to seeing you Govardhan Puja. Now, Sarika, we have the bags for the kids, I hear you say. The kids. So you're going to distribute it inside or outside? Inside? Yeah, so I think you can do that right now. And so, it wouldn't be mixed up too much. And remember, devotees, you have your refreshments to receive on the outside. So just give them a minute or two to identify the children, and then you receive your prasad and so on. Arjun, you get the prasad? Yep, stand up. And Sakal Panch, Sitaram. Sitaram. Blessings, Arjun. Blessings, devotees.